Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the Nations Cup. We're here in our 5th of 6 best of 5s. On the left-hand side, we have got the members of Sweden. On the right is going to be Ukraine. And we're going to Tomb of the Spider Queen for map number 1. If you are wondering how we got here, I got you covered, ladies and gentlemen. The members of Ukraine won the coin flip, opting for map pick priority. Ukraine bans away Braxis holdout and Sky Temple, or Braxis and Cursed Hollow. Sky Temple and Battlefield banned up by Sweden. So the first map chosen by Ukraine, taking us to Tomb of the Spider Queen. First pick, first ban, going over to the side of Sweden, as Sylvanas will be banned away. No Sylvanas available. Taco Tuesday. Yeah, I know. I got tacos on the brain. I think it's a burrito day, man. It's a burrito day. I'm gonna go get a burrito. I'm gonna eat half of it for lunch. I'm gonna have some beers, and then I'll eat the other half for dinner. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do today, I think. I did say I was gonna stream Dark Souls 2 or Dark Souls 1 randomizer after this. We'll see how much energy I've got. We will see how much energy I got. I might be a little pooped today. I'm not gonna lie. I might have bit off more than I can chew when it comes to what I plan to do today. But we'll see. As I said, like, we could be done with the best 3s and I could have a ton of energy and we keep going. Or I'm just super duper hungry and that'll be that. We'll find out as the game does progress or the day does progress, because we have a Sylvanas, a Joanna, a Junkrat, and what? Brightwing priority ban? Efficient. I like it. Yeah, right? Rhaegar ban. Alright, so they're going to target Henning's Rhaegar. I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. But there's a snap pick onto Brightwing. It's not like Henning doesn't have other heroes in their repertoire that would be very strong. So just going to get rid of the Rhaegar. Brightwing picked up. And what are we going to get here for the side of Ukraine? Mephisto. I don't think you're going to early Mephisto here. Genji's up and available. Blaze is up and available. So we could see an early Blaze with maybe like a Genji for some dive synergy. I'm going to be Diablo Hanzo. Okay, they're going to go for the Apocalypse Dragon Zero sort of combo. At least, I think that's what they'll do. They could go into Dragon Strike and do Pretzels if they want to draft like a Leoric later on. Next 2 picks from the side of Sweden. Lauber does like his Diablo, so that is taken away from him, but Lauber still has... he can still go into the, I was going to say Muradin, but a Nubarak is not a bad one either for this, for Lauber. Hogger grabbed as well. Good wave clear, good camp clear, and just overall good control. Displacement against Diablo shadow charges and such. To the right, Ukraine has another ban. They need damage on the side of Sweden, so maybe this is where we'll see some targeted bans, maybe onto something that Gia would be playing. Maybe even Falstead, actually. If your energy level is anywhere near mine, end stream early, get burrito, have a cozy evening. That's a good point, Gato. I gotta be honest, though. I have such an itch to play Dark Souls 1 Randomizer. We might just play Dark Souls 1 Randomizer, like, early next week or something. Like, we might just play it on Tuesday. That actually might be the case. Tuesday, we're also gonna have our sponsored stream. We have another sponsored stream on Tuesday. For Marvel Snap, so we might be able to finish up that last little checkbox for the viewer stuff, for me to be able to make, for Bandit to make $20. God dang it, brain, go! Anduin was banned away. I actually do like that ban quite a bit. Hogger and Nubarak and Brightwing all kind of dive and lock down a target. Anduin saves said target with Leap of Faith, and there's the Blaze and a Deckard Cain. All right, I like the Deckard Cain. Old man making his way out of the retirement home for this map. Yep, snap. By the way, Gato, how long are you in the UK for? How long are you in the UK for? I don't think I asked you. All right, what are Gia and Sko gonna grab here? It's kind of whatever flavor they want. They could grab the Mephisto for themselves if they wanted here. Chromie Maev. Control, display, control from the side of Sweden. Okay, that's a really scary draft, I'm not gonna lie. How do you counteract this? They still need, I guess they have this flex spot at the end. Still, more damage wouldn't be bad. Mage wouldn't be horrible here. With a Diablo dive. Actually, you know what? Maybe, nope, you can't, because the Genji was banned away. I was gonna say maybe Shimada Bros. Not the case. mage here, like a Kael'thas? No, it's gonna be Tychus. Okay. Tychus to shred through Hogger and a Nubarak. A Hogger does want to bounce around sometimes, and Tychus is able to just kind of stand still and get that minigun action. All right, that is gonna be your draft for map number 1 in our 5th best of 3. You fly back on May 2nd. Oh, okay. So you're gonna have a nice chonky vacation over there. Nice chonky vacation. All right, so we're getting the load in right now. Let me go ahead and get our prediction wrote up and started. Sweden. Alrighty, which team will win Tomb of the Spider Queen? There you all go.
Hey, listen.
Thank you, Ashmantle, as always. Much appreciated, my friend. On the left-hand side, it's the Sweden team. We'll be introducing these teams proper. I will do my best. I will do my best. Ugh. My hip's starting to hurt again. My old man hip. On the left-hand side, we have got the members of Sweden. We're looking at Svampgrada on the Hogger, Laber on the Anubarak, Skoog to play the Maev, Gia to play Chromie, and Henning on the Brightwing. To the right side of our map, there's going to be the members of Ukraine. We have Iscorp on the Tychus, Blu-ray on the Deckard Cain, Ara on this Blaze Den playing the Diablo, and No Game No Life on the Han Soap. Anubarak going Regeneration Globes at level 1, Chromie holding her level 1, Hanzo and Deckard holding as well. Deckard Cain going to go into the Scroll of Identify, picking up those stacks. You get the cooldown reduction at 15 and armor reduction. Excuse me, no. It's just armor. Sorry, I misread that. I was like, wait a minute. Blaze DC'd and reconnected. No big deal. I don't know why, but I was like, I know that this just reduces armor, but I was like, wait a minute. Does it actually reduce the... Does it also reduce the cooldown of Scroll of Sealing? No, it's just reduction and armor, or excuse me, armor reduction and duration of the armor reduction increasing, as well as the damage, right? It's extra damage. Yeah, increased the damage by 2. Big damage upgrade, man. 60 damage at the end. It is an uncapped quest, by the way. You can continually build up this level 1 for the Deckard Cain. Take a look into bottom lane. Hogger putting some good pressure onto the Blaze here, who has to Jet Propulsion away. Hogger tried to spin through that to eat the Jet Propulsion, but doesn't manage to do so. I'm so pumped to not have to work. I'm pumped for you. I hope you have a good time in the UK. I hope you get some really good food. Like, there's some really cool stuff to try out there for sure. Definitely a lot of good eats, as Regeneration Globe-wise, Anubarak sitting on 5 currently, getting some extra... Doesn't it, yeah, regeneration per second, and then once you get that 30 mark, you get the extra health as well. That one is a capped quest. Imagine Anubarak having, like, 70, 80 regeneration globes, and he's just got crazy high regeneration. Either way, though, lot of globes here actually for Anubarak. This is pretty good pacing for Lauber here on that level 1. Level 4s, though, have arrived. We will see the bed of barbs. We've got the Dream Shot for Brightwing, extra poke potential for that. Maybe we'll see Hush later on. Those are usually comboed together, but they're not a guaranteed. Phase shift from Brightwing into the bottom lane. There's number 9 onto the Blaze, who's going to be bopped around, but no other CC to keep him in place for a kill. Hanzo will be able to finish out his level 1 stack. Simple geometry done. Did go into the flawless technique at level, or excuse me, ignore all distractions. Flawless technique is what I want players to take. But you get the insta-kill on minions and also the range increase for some extra safety. Maev and, excuse me, Anubarak and Hanzo to be traded. Maev getting reset after reset of the Fan of Knives, and she and Chromie will be able to get the kill onto Diablo. It's a 2-for-1 favoring the side of Sweden. Umbra Bind will pull Tychus out, but I don't think there's anything to get a kill onto him, as Deckard Cain's right next to that. Tychus. Chromie still throwing sand out in the top lane. A lot of gluten-free food, so it's so far so good. Nice. Yeah, it's I think that whole side of the world doesn't poison their population. You know, they're not just throwing in riboflavin for the kids. It's up, Tacitus. Good to see you, bud. Happy Sunday to all of you. Hope you're enjoying the games. Hope you're nice and cozy. Hope you're having a good time hanging out. I've been streaming for 5 hours almost already. God dang. By the way, we did start the stream a little bit before 5 a.m. Tychus will be dead. Some gems to be picked up by the Decker Kane. Jet propulsion from Blaze meets Gia as Diablo comes in with a shadow charge onto Henning. Den taking a lot of damage on this Diablo, trying to back away. The polymorph is going to be in place. The healing potions from Decker thrown out, but still not enough to the burst ability of Chromie. Itchy. Oh, sorry. There we go. Alright, Hogger is going to get some displacement in the bottom lane onto Blaze. 4-1 in our kills. We got a decent experience gap favoring the side of Sweden, almost a level lead. Let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers, chat. You know the dealio. Cycle through the numbers, get a better idea of what the damage healing experience looks like. No game, no life with a great scatter. Oh, that was a really good angle from Hanzo. I'm expecting Giant Slayer later on for the Hanzo as well. Be able to get that big percent base damage. Blaze. Ouch. But Hanzo makes it over the wall. They should be able to pick up all the gems that Blaze did drop. Gia is the target. Gets the phase shift from Brightwing. Gia so very low. A scroll of ceiling. The soothing mist. Decker came with so many potions on the ground. Gia still running away with a couple hundred HP. Lauber slows things down with a bed of barbs. Skog very low. The Umbabine will not be able to displace enough, and that is a kill over to the side of Ukraine. Finally waking up. Yeah, I would say I'm finally waking up. I would agree, yeah. Decker Kane giving out the sickness. Ooh, wah, ah, ah, ah. Good morning, Ninja. I hope you're well, bud. Oh, Lauber doesn't get the delay onto Blu-ray. Though ISO, Iscorp should be dead. It will be dead, okay. Temporal Loop onto Diablo. Chromie gets some good damage onto him, but he's got Soul Shield level 1, so that Spell Shield. Mitigating a lot of damage. Decker Kane will fall in the mid lane. Turn-in availability to the side of Sweden. I think they might just get these last couple gems turned in. Oh, wait, no, they're not going to. By the way, a singular gem is necessary. Oh, Henning wants to get the 15 turned in here. Hanzo delaying out. Hortipult for the Hogger at level 10. We've got Brightwing holding, Chromie Temporal Loop as we saw earlier. Cocoon from Anubrak, Brightwing with Blink heals, and Containment Disc from the Maiev as the Blue Webweavers will descend for the side of Sweden. The opposing side, Ukraine, about to pick up their level 10s. Cocoon is weirdly, that was a weird interaction actually over the wall with that. Oh no, I keep reading the Hanzo player name, or the Tychus player wrong. I keep reading it as Isocorp, but it's Iscorp. I keep reading it wrong, that's why I have to correct myself. Containment Disc onto the Decker Kane as he was about to stay a while and listen. I do believe the stay a while and listen put on a 10-second cooldown because there's a silence after the Containment Disc will expire. Lightning Breath from Diablo. Den getting low. The auto attack's not enough to find the kill into him. 500 or so HP as he fire stomps back. Looking for a little bit of healing off that one. Gia poked at by a grenade from Tychus. As we got 18 regeneration globes for the Anubrak. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, Blaze just dropped the bunker. Anubrak comes in with a good impale. We have the bunker trying to save this Blaze, but Polymorph, even with the Pyromania, he's going to go down. A few gems in the bottom lane. Alright, Tychus makes quick work of the top lane Webweaver. Tries to. Mid lane still has a bit of HP. Bottom lane keep front gate has gone down. Temporal Loop onto Decker Kane puts the stay while and listen on a full... That was weird. Did anyone sleep from that? I feel like it got put on the cooldown, but there was no actual sleep, even though the animation was there. Regardless, Iscorp getting low on the Tychus. Can Skog get the kill? Yes, they can with that fan of knives. Diablo gets a shadow charge in. Vault of the Wardens. Skog does get hit by a scroll of ceiling from the Decker Kane, picking up his 10th stack on that scroll of Identify level 1. Containment Disc onto Blaze, but I feel like the members of Sweden back away, and they have enough for a turn-in. Will they go for the back-to-back turn-ins? I do expect it here with the 13 talent tier advantage to our blue side. My body is in London, my spirit is somewhere else, maybe. Your spirit is with Pickles. Your spirit is with Pickles, the adorable cat. By the way, if anyone wants to adopt a cat, hit up my buddy Hostile. He's got a female orange, which the reason I bring up the gender is because it actually is a unique thing for orange cats. They're very, very rare to see female orange cats, from what I have been told, and I do believe that is the truth, actually, just overall. So if you are in the Sacramento area, you're in California, you want to adopt a cat, there's an adorable cat that I can point you in the direction to. I did retweet it earlier as well if you want to just look at Twitter. Or if you just want to look at a photo of a cat, go to Twitter. I don't know. My brain's mush, everybody, okay? I'm doing my best. I tried catching up on it today, apparently. What, sleep? Your spirit is with Pickles, absolutely. It's a cute cat. I can't have, I don't have room for a cat in this house. I don't really have the patience or the time either to raise an animal. Yeah, my body is in front of this PC. My brain is still in bed. Oh god. Going to bed when it's light out and waking up when it's dark it's so weird. It's such a weird thing. Thanks, Ninja. Scroll ceiling from Decker Kane. We got the 13 talent here to the side of Ukraine, and 16 just a couple minions away. Umbra bind onto Iscorp. Hanzo gets a Dragon's Arrow onto a few. Scroll of ceiling avoided by the Brightwing with a blink heal. Lobber's doing one to be put to sleep while the Webweaver's still pushing through top. Actually, just through top lane only. Temporal loop onto somebody. Bunker down from the Blaze. Diablo drops a lightning breath into the enemy. A lot of blue bars are getting really low here. Lobber's still very low. Will drop 30 gems. Has Ukraine done the impossible? They will take down a crap load of gems off the side of Sweden, finding the triple kill. Bottom lane keep. All right, so the top lane keep did go down. Webweaver fairly healthy here. Chromie goes down as well. Hanzo going deep for that kill. Staggering blow into the wall. Drop the easy throw dynamite. Oh no. Oh no, Swamp Grata. Nah, he's fine. You have an orange female sitting next to you while watching the stream? Oh. What's up, Solomio? Hope you're doing well today. Please pet cat for chat. Yeah, like the sun, like Tahoe's kind of like that a little bit. Like the sun will finally go down around like 9 something. We're not at that point yet, but still. Okay, that's a stay well and listen from Decker Kane. Diablo on the point, has to avoid the boss stun. Cocoon, oh my god! Oh no, is it a boss throw pit? No, the root from Decker Kane, they still get the boss on the side of Ukraine. Umbral bind onto a few. Diablo getting really low. No, that's Maevu's getting really low. Bunker for Blaze. How are you alive? I know it's the healing of Henning, but god dang it, how do they turn this so well? How did Sweden do that? In my games, we all die, and the enemy gets the boss and wins the game. God dang, did Sweden play that beautifully. Great healing from Henning. Fantastic control from Maev. They don't steal away the boss, but they guarantee the mid lane keep. And I think this is actually just going to be keeps here. They just confirmed the keeps. Lobber spawning some beetles here and there to tank tower shots. But they want to just go ahead and take down keeps. Consistent catapult pressure in all 3 lanes. Containment disc on to the Hanzo. Diablo comes in with the shadow charge. Hortipult in from the Hogger. He tries to get some trash on the ground. Hogger needs to get a better... Yeah, he doesn't get the good bounce out. Swamp Grata gets the pixie dust. Huge arrow from Hanzo. Unfortunately, there's nothing to follow up damage-wise. Cocoon dropped onto Blaze. Commandeer Odin chasing in. Lobber getting displaced. Throws down the Impale. Has the bed of barbs for the slow from level 4. And that's it. Cocoons. Commandeer Odin. But the big thing is 3 keeps do go down. Now, what did top lane boss get? Nearly a fort. Nearly a fort. Oh, did Lobber? Oh my god, Lobber. Come on, bud. You can free Harrison Jones. Dude, that Monka indeed. My spirit is with Pickles, but my heart is here enjoying the cozy stream. Good. Hi, Foxington. What's up, friend? I hope you're well today. Nubrak gets the burrow onto Diablo. Chain CC available. No kill. Containment disc will be thrown onto the Blaze as the Red Web Weavers will descend for the side of Ukraine. About a level to go for the members of Sweden to be able to pick up their 20 talent tiers. We've got 2 regeneration globes needed for Lauber on his level 1. Diablo comes in for the shadow charge, trying to make a play onto Lauber as he burrow charges out. Glad I looked at my mini-map. I don't know how that all happened, but Hanzo is down over there. Hogger gets the kill. Hogger gonna be looking for a flank right into this old man. Poor Decker Kane shall fall. Henning is getting low here. Temporal loop with the stuck in the loop from Chromie. Den getting low on the Diablo. That is going to be a Tychus trying to shred into Lauber's health pool, but yeah, that's a lone Tychus and a
team kill.
But the Web Weaver, you gotta take down it's gotta take down your keep. Oh no! It's all fine actually, because we will see Sweden advance towards the core. This will be map number 1 in our 5th best of 3 of the day, going over to the side of Sweden. Ukraine fought hard. They took down one structure, but unfortunately that's as much as they get on this map. Sweden, the dominant force here, as Hanzo is gonna not go down before the core falls. GG, well played. Oh, Foxington, I hope you're well, my friend. I hope you're all doing good. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for lurking. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being cute. Choose outcome. Which team wins Team of Spider Queen? Sweden. Nice kills and assists from Swamp Grotto. Very nice. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Nations Cup. On the left-hand side, we have got Sweden, who are up in this best of 3 series. On the right, it's Ukraine. We're going to Garden of Terror. Now, as a reminder, maybe you missed it, maybe you came in late, but as we always like to kind of explain and kind of make clear for the viewers at home, the way that Nations Cup drafting works is very similar to Meta Madness. So, since we saw Brightwing, Hogger, Anubarak, Chromie, Maev, Diablo, Hanzo, Blaze, Deckard, and Tychus in map number 1, that means they are unavailable for map number 2. The heroes that are picked and played are the heroes that are banned away. Also, as a note, there are no global bans, so there are no initial bans like we saw in Meta Madness, where there was like already a Diablo ban even before they got into the playoffs. We'll have to see how they adjust or if they do any sort of permabans for the LAN event. There will be 6 teams in total for the LAN event. There will be 4 teams from Europe, 1 team from America, and 1 team from Asia. So the next qualifiers will be the Asia qualifier. That'll be happening at the end of the month on Saturday and Sunday. Only 2 teams are signed up, so it could just be 1 best of 5, honestly. And then when we get into May, we'll get into second stage, where we'll be whittling down from 8 teams from Europe to 4 teams from Europe. And those will be the represented countries. And then, of course, mid-May, we have got the NA qualifier, which we don't have all of the details, but we do know there's a ton of teams signed up. And there was some talks. Crush was saying in chat yesterday that there's potential for like maybe just like a 1 massive tournament instead. Your parents sound like good people. They are pretty decent people. Is the visitor still around? No. Copper went back last night. I took him back last night. What's up, Quid? How you doing, bud? Genji, Sylvanas, Junkrat, and a Lucio to be banned away for Garden of Terror. Ukraine with the first pick priority, meaning that is going to be the map choice of Sweden. Dahaka, first pick by the side of Ukraine. What will they go for here on the side of Sweden? Muradin's up and available if Lauber wants to lean into his Muradin. Arthas, ETC, Garrosh, Joanna, Mal'Ganis, May, Stitches, Tyrael, Varian. There's a slew of heroes available for Lauber to choose if he wants to get an early tank. And Henning will get his Rhaegar. This is a smart call from the side of Sweden. Get some strong heroes locked in. Don't need to do anything flashy. Just gonna take strong heroes and look for a quick Garden of Terror map. This is, as I mentioned, the 5th of 3 best of 3s. We still have 1 more best of 3 after this one. It'll be Denmark versus United Kingdom. Of course, we got to find out, will this be a series that goes the distance? Will we have a series in the EU first round qualifiers, or round robin, or first stage? There we go, the verb. I always forget the name of that. But will we actually see one of these best of threes go to a map number 3? Because we have not. Everything has been 2-0s. Everything has been 2-0s in the first stage. Spoilers, but I mean, hey, we're in the second to last best of 3 for all of this. Joanna will be the band by the side of Sweden. But here's the thing, Sweden doesn't realize that Ukraine is gonna Cho'Gall it right here, right now. That's why Joanna's not even worthwhile of a ban, because this is a easy Cho'Gall to the side of Ukraine. That's why they're banning out Tracer, because they don't want to sustain damage on their Cho'Gall. God, I'm so freaking tired. The Muradin Rhaegar, and I have to stay awake. It's only 9:45. I have to stay awake for another 12 hours at least to fix my sleep schedule. At least another 12 hours of being awake. God dang it. I guess that means another 12 hours of streaming, right, chat? Also, will we have a series that goes for speed? Germany, I think, had like the fastest series. I think Germany was one of the fastest teams to win a series. I'm pretty sure the German team was the fastest. Definitely not the France team, because they sat there playing with their food. Hell. This is a very not looking Cho'Gall. And it's a stream that never ends. I'm just gonna pull a futon in here and take a nap. That's what I'll just start sleeping on stream. Y'all would love that. Illidan Greymane, do they go Abathur? Or do they just go for a solo laner?
Let the games begin.
No, they're gonna go Medivh instead. Okay, alright. Super duper there, bud. Alrighty. Ukraine is saving Cho'Gall for game 3. Well, here's the issue. You can't go to game 3 if you don't win game number 2. So let's go ahead and start a prediction. Which team will win Garden of Terror? Don't get it twisted.
Hey, listen.
Gamble has begun. Never seen that Cho'Gall skin. Yeah, it's super weird. It looks like a Jaina Garrosh, but I guess it's Cho'Gall. Nap stream. Oh my god, I need one. All right, we got some Ukrainian believers. On the left-hand side, though, we've got Sweden. Svamgrad on the Illidan. Lauber to play the Muradin. Gia. On the Medivh, we have got Skog on the Greymane and heading to play Rhaegar. To the right-hand side, we are looking at Ukraine. We've got Blu-ray on the Anduin. Ara on the Dahaka. Den playing the Garrosh. No game on the Jaina. And Iscorp playing the Falstad. There's your mid lane. Look at it. Look at it in all of its glory. Ooh, look at that mid lane. Check out your level 1s. Get your predictions in. Map number 2 in our 5th best of 3 of the day. Will it be a 2-0? We're going to find out here, Bandit. Gyrosh. that sounds like a skin ailment. Need a map. You need a map number 3. We'll see if these teams agree with you. We all need a map number 3. Portal forward from Medivh gets Skog out of a particularly bad situation with that toss out. We have Iscorp in top lane starting to auto attack and build up that baseline, that level 1 frequent flyer stacks. Meanwhile, Medivh floating around in mid lane. We've got Muradin pressuring onto no game in the rotation. Lauber with the eyes, spray to the Jainas. We do have Iscorp very low. Leap of faith. Muradin tossed around. Thunderclap. Lauber goes down. No, he doesn't. I was looking around for the death announcement. Oh, Medivh gets a protection onto Greymane and he's fine. What is that? That should have been 3 kills to Ukraine, but because of Medivh, They don't happen. Drag from Dahaka. Swamp immediately dives back onto the minion wave. What is Illidan's level 1? He's Battered Assault. Okay, increases student strike basic attack damage bonus duration from blah 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 to blah blah blah. And then, right, you increase the damage when you Sweeping Strike 2 enemy heroes. That is the big factor from that one. Another drag from Dahaka onto Illidan as he's just gonna... His blades are thirsty for HP, though Dahaka's taking, or Illidan's taking a lot of damage. He will get a rotation from Rhaegar. Dahaka does pop his essence. Greymane on the camp on the left-hand side. Muradin in top lane, clapping through the lane, but there's no potential kill from Lauber right now. Did go into third win level 1, providing some extra self-sustainability. Medivh OP, Medivh broken. 9 stacks on his baseline quest. We will see the Hunter's Onslaught for the Illidan. Camp in the bottom lane now coming in. Indomitable for the Garrosh on the opposing side. Hammer gains for Falstad. Pairs well into the level 1. Building out that auto attack damage. Building up some extra healing potential. I would assume we get the secret weapon at level 7. Though it's pretty... It's also fairly common to go into the boomerang at level 7 for the faster wave clear for the extra little bit of damage on the activated hammering. Muradin trying to zone back the Falstad, releashing the camp here and there. Greymane, Skillnay, and Cocktail not getting the splash. Iscorp in top lane is going to get some help from the allies rotating onto this left-hand side over here, or in from the left-hand side. Dahaka brush talks in. The members of Sweden sidestep the drag from Dahaka. He burrows and uses the Lurker Strain to bop back the enemy. Lauber stepping onto point. We've got a full 5v5. Jaina in the flank. Actually, she actually is in the flank onto Gia here. Portal forward from Medivh. Skog very low. Jaina drops a Blizzard on the point. The camp still goes over to the side of Ukraine, and Illidan looking to clean up the fight onto this Garrosh, but maybe it's Dahaka as the real target. It's a 2-for-2 trade so far. Heading so very low, getting thrown around. Swamp Grata gets the portal with Medivh. Gia gonna be trying to avoid the Jade. Oh, Gia, can you portal away? Oh no, Gia might be losing stacks here. Gia stacks! Medivh stacks go down the drain, back down to 0 stacks. An invade onto the camp yields more value to the side of Ukraine. More kills, the camp, and the reset stacks on Medivh. Greymane tries to find some value in bottom lane during all of this, as the experience still looks pretty equal, but there's waves to be soaked up, and I think that's where we'll see, once those waves are soaked up, a bit of a jump in experience. Lauber gets the channel into the objective here as the camp in the bottom lane is grabbed by Ukraine. Is Medivh's max quest stacks a reference? Huh? Medivh's max quest stacks? What? Huh? I love that the game still says 0 out of 25. That's how we know a game got proper development from Blizzard. Illidan clears out the top lane as Dahaka hearths out. We got a camp in bottom to be cleared away as well. Let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers. I did say Boomerang is sometimes picked up by Falstad, and it's going to be the case to get the extra damage. Also keep in mind, armor reduction, spell armor reduction is going to be beneficial for the Jaina. She can get more burst ability onto the enemies because of that as well.
Let's not fight over it.
Alrighty, Illidan for a camp in top. Greymane and Rhaegar pushing up the bottom lane. Jaina making a rotation. Lauber was chasing the entire time, and Jaina gets absolutely encircled. She will go down. Second seed does go over to the side of Ukraine. They lose their Jaina for it all. And even though there was massive kills, the camp and all of that good stuff to the side of Ukraine earlier on, it is Sweden who will be able to hit 10 talents here first. Medivh back working on those stacks in top lane. Soaking up for the allies here and there as Greymane, Rhaegar, Muradin grab another camp. This will go into mid. Bruiser camp up in about 10 seconds. We might see the grab onto that as well after a bottom lane wave. We got Lauber doing the fun thing again. We got Playmaker Muradin. Illidan holding level 10. Stormbolt, where's the Haymaker? Oh, there's an isolation onto Muradin, so he's not able to use the Haymaker in time to get the displacement onto Garrosh. They're fighting underneath tower. Greymane goes in for the throat, finds the kill. Heading, tanking tower shots, self-ancestral, water elemental from the Jaina. Medivh now looking at Jaina with the rest of the team. Oh, it's a Kaimo cleanse. Jaina goes down mid-leap. Anduin trying to heal up, but look at Greymane in the flank. He's looking at the retreat. Warlord's challenge from Den. Portal from Medivh avoids the light bomb. They barrel back through that portal, and that is going to be a few kills over to the side of Sweden. This is going to be a dead Garrosh as Dahaka brushstalks into bottom. Medivh picking up his 12th stack on that. Dahaka, Illidan finding a lot of siege into mid lane, pulling the minions back behind the fort so that the siege giants stay targeted onto the structure with those rocks. And that is Jaina probably dead here in mid lane. I actually do think she's dead again, yeah. Rhaegar gets the channel on the objective, 2 out of 3 seeds to the side of Sweden. Oh, the Falstad. I think that's probably just a number they just chucked in there. I have no idea, to be honest, why it's why the number is set like that. I would assume it's just so that it's very uncappable. Hunt from Illidan, light bomb from the Anduin. Illidan actually jumps over to Anduin or to Falstad to avoid the light bomb stun, and it's Falstad who goes down. Garrosh to fall as well. The fort front gate is still up and available. This is just Medivh things. Camp actually tanking tower shots now that they realigned the tower shots onto the minion wave. We have got a seed on the left-hand side. Top lane, fort goes down. They leave the gate up and available. All right, Garden Terror should go over to the side of Sweden. I don't think Ukraine can stop this. No talent tier equality. No Garrosh for a second or so. Okay, I need to see how things go in the top lane. Oh no, it's gonna crash into the gate. Okay, it's whatever.
There it is. Gather the seed.
Bottom lane camp will be grabbed by Dahaka. Isolation was thrown onto Greymane, so maybe a little bit of a scuffle there. Illidan gets the channel on the seed. All right. I can't believe this is still a gate here. They try to delay out Illidan. He gets the... isn't it the Unbound? Yeah, there you go. Sweeping Strike can go over walls and terrain. Much like the... Oh god, what's the name of it? Crowd Surfer for the Illidan. Spore Queens. Leyline Seal onto the Anduin. I have never seen someone targeted so hard. Oh, poor Anduin. He will go down. Jaina's finding some fantastic damage, though, into the enemy. Getting some good burstability. Illidan in top lane did kill the... What? I was going to mention that Illidan killed the Falstad. And then Greymane jumps in with Medivh and finds a kill onto the Jaina. This might be a speed ran Garden Terror map, honestly, chat. 14 to 4 in kills, 16 to 13.5 in levels. Garden Terror in mid lane is approaching towards core. Skog's got the Inner Beast active still. You see the glow on the weapon. Portal forward from Medivh, or portal out from Medivh, actually. Overgrowth Plant. We've got Muradin Dwarf launching himself into this engagement. And the Overgrowth Plant will lock down the keep from getting any tower shots out. Greymane Inner Beast still active. Does Skog have the infinite mark? He's at 55 currently. Alright, we'll check on that maybe a little bit later, but the top lane keep will go down to the Garden Terror, and it feels like... actually, no, it won't. No, it won't. Dwarf... Dahaka getting tossed in by Garrosh, and that's the end of the objective phase. Alright. Illidan hunts in. It's not over just yet. There's a Dwarf toss in from Muradin. Leap of Faith out from the Anduin. No level 16, no Glyph of Faith. Light Bomb drop. That's a lot of good damage onto Svampgrada and Skog. I'm really surprised that Lauber and crew cannot find a kill into the enemy as they steal away this camp. I don't know if they can do this right here, right now. Jaina drops a Blizzard. They try to play to the edge. Muradin Dwarf tossing in Haymakers. The Dahaka protection from Medivh. No portal available. Lauber tanking too much damage. Does go down. There's Medivh's portal. 23 stacks! Well then. Okay, so they get the camp. They lose Medivh stacks again. I'm starting to see a motif here from the side of Sweden. Illidan goes to check for this camp. Garrosh is in the bus, gets the toss. Warlord's challenge. Goodbye, Illidan. No way you live. Illidan, you don't live here. I'm sorry. How did he almost get that kill onto Jaina? Hello? Dear Lord. Oh, Greymane steals a camp for bottom lane. Siege Giants in mid. Catapult in bottom lane. A seed will be spawning in the center of the map. No game, no life, and the rest will be pushing up in this top lane to try and take down a fort. We've got Muradin in the flank position in the bush. Anduin going to start Hearthing. Does Muradin see this? No, he does now. Anduin's Hearth is canceled out. Greymane jumps in. Here comes Medivh. Haymaker onto the Jaina. Dahaka brush stalking in. Indomitable pop by the Garrosh light bomb from the Anduin, but that will be Garrosh to fall. Ancestor healing onto one. That's very low. Gia stacks again down the drain. Whatever stacks were available. Greymane jumps onto the Falstead. Jane on the left-hand side of our screen getting very low. Gets a leap of faith from the Anduin, and that's a pause. And we get a pause. All right. So we'll find out what's going on with that in just a moment. Fix the bird camera here. It's a little... There we go. Looks like a freeze again, so we gotta wait for that to be resolved. So we'll sit back and wait. We'll sit back and wait and see what happens. We got a freeze from one of the Ukrainian players. Sorry, excuse me. Henning doesn't have Wolf Run. Has the Storm Shield. No Game, No Life has 2,108 HP over time. Not sure about how much actually HP she has currently. Looking like somewhere in the 750 area. Siege Giants are arriving to core in mid. We've got Siege Giants on Keep Front Gate and bottom. Illidan, he's got Hunt up and available. Can I check the Hunt range really quickly? Can Illidan hunt into the team fight? No, he's got a long ways to go before he can get into the hunt range for Jaina potentially. So we'll see how things shape up, but this is going to be a bit of a pause right now. We have a player with a frozen something. So frozen game, not 100% sure on that one. Okay, there's that. That's good. Oh, excuse me, sorry. Ugh. The sleepiness is catching up with me. Sleepiness is absolutely rocking me. Frozen Punisher? No, it's Oh, we got some readies. We got some readies. Readies from both sides. All right, we'll get the count in. You didn't know John Cena was on this map. All right. Well, the Falstad does go down to the Greymane. Rhaegar will get the kill onto the Jaina. Illidan in hunt range. Illidan in hunt range. Where's he going? Onto Dahaka. Henning gonna back off here as the Dahaka will fall. We've got Muradin Greymane running through the top lane. Anduin's the target. He tries to sidestep. The Stormbolt does manage to do so. Skog, I don't know why you're hitting the keep, man. Was there a pause? Indeed. Indeed there was. We're back into it. Haymaker onto the Anduin. Garage back from death. We've got the top lane keep falling. Warlord's challenge onto Greymane. We are going to see Skog jumping away from core. Blu-ray the target. Skog actually not even going to try and help out. Actually, no. Going to dive back in. Catapults on core. Greymane trying to defend. Gust from Falstead is up and available if they want to try and gust back the enemy. Henning getting really low here. Sweden playing with their foot a little bit here, I'm not gonna lie. Sweden playing with their foot as Greymane dives in for a kill with the Dark Flight. That is Muradin going down, 14% left on the core, and Illidan was working on a bottom lane sidewall. Hunt right immediately into Jaina. She improvedly, she uses Icebox to block that. Siege Giants take down the bottom lane keep as well. Greymane goes in, dives onto the Jaina. The Go for the Throat will be activated for that. Go for the Throat onto the Garrosh as well. Double kill for the Greymane with that reset. We do have him razor swiping his way through the Dahaka and a...
Team kill!
I do gotta point out, Medivh never finished stacks! Alrighty, that is Ukraine going down to Sweden. And we have one more best of 3, chat. One more best of 3. We have had a chonky 5-hour stream. I've been up a very long time today, as we will be seeing Denmark versus United Kingdom up next. We'll go ahead and cycle through all these stats for you all first. Do you really win if you didn't finish stacks? No.